Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Talks Real. It's nostalgia time once again, and I'm going to be talking about Blind Date. Blind Date was a dating show that ran from 1985 to 2003. Holy crap, this thing ran for 18 years! And combined with Gladiators, this was my Saturday night in a nutshell. My sister and I used to dance along to the very retro credits, and even if you're too young to have seen this show, if you're a RuPaul's Drag Race fan, you'll recognise the format from the Snatch Game of Love. At the beginning of each episode, we'd get this introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blind Date, and here is your host, Miss Cilla Black!
Yep, that's right, it's the ever-radiant Cilla Black, who did a little curtsy at the end of the song. She was so scouse that you couldn't help but love her every time she opened her mouth.
Hello, number one, what's your name and where do you come from?
And she hosted the show for its entire 18-year run. The premise was simple. 3 men would sit behind a screen and answer 3 questions posted by a woman that they couldn't see. Then the woman would pick her blind date, with the 2 rejects meeting her first, before the screen would slide back to reveal her date. They'd then pick an envelope which would reveal where they would be going on said date, and off they'd go, with the process repeating itself again, but with 3 women and 1 guy. Because the show spanned the 80s and 90s going into the 2000s, we had some epic fashion moments. Like this guy giving us Captain Kirk realness, this guy serving reverse Rupert the Bear, whatever I'm looking at here, this piano striped hair gold dress combo, Roberto here giving us Butlin's toy soldier realness, I have no words for what I'm looking at here, a dress made out of grandma's curtains and a weird zip neck top from these 2, this legend rocking 80s Karen eleganza extravaganza. He got picked, by the way. Oh my god, these shoulder pads! He looks like when Slughorn was the couch in Harry Potter, and he doubles down with an amazing orange suit. And finally, this Dayglow suit from Cilla herself. The contestant picking would make up their own questions, so there were some pretty, well, questionable ones.
I find the best places for thinking are in bed or in the loo. Where do you do your thinking and what do you think about?
The one thing I always take into the bathroom is a can of air freshener.
My favourite bird is the Dartford warbler. If you were a bird, what would you be and why?
I was once photographed sitting on Kevin Keegan's knee. Were you?
Being a geography student at Manchester, I'm a dab hand at colouring in.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, going through this footage is so cringy I can't even deal, so I'm gonna skip the awful responses and move on. This show's dates usually ended up with, meh, it was alright, but we're probably just gonna be friends. As each episode they interviewed the couples from the previous episode to see how their date went. But honestly, I'm not surprised because the people on the show were from all over the UK, so even if you did have a great time on your date, the chances of the person you picked being within reasonable dating distance of you were slim to nil. But there were 3 couples who featured on the show that did actually get married. The first of which were Alex Tatham and Sue Middleton. And of course, Cilla attended the wedding. They even appeared as mystery guests on the Big Fat Quiz of Everything. They are adorable. Cilla, as I said, made for great TV, but Blind Date wouldn't have been complete without R. Graham with a quick recap.
Not before you've heard our Graham with a quick recap.
Graham was Graham Skidmore, whose disembodied voice gave us a rundown of each contestant.
Well, Lisa, will you choose Porky number 1, who just wants to make a pig of himself?
And he was just as much of a part of the show as Cilla was. I also remember him appearing on a TV show once where, like Alex and Sue, people had to guess who he was, but I can't for the life of me remember which one. Finally, there have been quite a few celebrities that have featured on the show, probably most notably Amanda Holden.
Hello, my love handle.
Who was a drama student at the time, and didn't get picked by Suitor Barnaby, who instead opted for Sam and her crazy leggings. There was also a comic relief episode where Mr. Bean was chosen as the date. But wait, you turned down a date with Nightcrawler? You could have teleported all over the place. So there you have it, that was Blind Date. Did you watch this one as a kid? And did you ever play along by closing your eyes? What kind of questions would you have asked if you appeared on the show? Let me know in the comments or come say hi on social media. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button or consider subscribing if you want more videos like this one. Join me next time where I'll be talking about an early 2000s cartoon about playtime. I'll speak to you soon, and thanks for watching.